so I did something. So yeah, we did something. As some of you may know, those who know me personally, I've actually been looking at buying another project car for a little while now, and probably been a month and a half of me searching Facebook Marketplace and pretty much just Facebook Marketplace because it's a project car. Doesn't need to be the best condition. I was in between a couple of different cars, not knowing which chassis to go with, which maker to go with, what I really wanted to build. I knew the concept I wanted to go for with the next project car, but finding the right chassis was a challenging part, and for a good deal. But yeah, we pulled the trigger on one 2 days ago, which was Sunday, and I'm gonna just show you guys. Yeah, so I got an E36. Honestly, it was between an E36 and a G35, the project car I wanted to get, and it just so happened that my boy Zay, shout out Zay, I'll tag him below. He actually went to go buy this on, I think it was Saturday, and less than 24 hours later, I picked it up from him. So yeah, E36. Not the M3 version, it's the normal spec. I don't know shit about Beamers, to be honest, so this whole project is gonna be me learning as I go. I couldn't tell you what motor it is. Maybe Jack knows.
It's broken already.
Oh yeah, it's broken. So the car is not at all mint. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, right?
They're missing an important part.
Off the rip, I will say that this is a drift project. This is a drift project. It's gonna be a drift build. We're gonna hit the track with this car, and you know, when I was looking for a car, one of the things I really wanted to get was a stock car. Obviously, it did not have to be mint because I'm still very, very new to drifting. It's gonna be a whole journey, a whole series that I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Yeah, so the car is completely stock. It has absolutely nothing done to it. On the motor, it's 150K, and I believe it's the original motor with the car, so 150 on the chassis as well. All original. It has its flaws, you know, missing some BS grills. We don't really need that. The interior is not in the best of condition. Clearly, no shift knob. It's like slides off. The glove box, it won't stay open. Stuff that doesn't really matter for drifting because we're gonna end up gutting this car anyways. Get a bucket seat, you know, down the line. A couple of the issues we already know we have is, first off, the motor looks extremely clean, and the car is clean, don't get me wrong. Rear subframe is still stock. On E36s, I did my research, they tend to rot out very quickly. It's one of the flaws these cars had. But this one only has surface rust still. Battery tray also tends to rust out, and no rust on there. So that's a very good sign. Some of the flaws we already know we have is, for some reason, they vented the oil cap. No idea why they did that. We checked the oil, so the car that from the previous owner was sitting for 2 years. We checked the oil yesterday, very, very milky, so maybe a head gasket issue. We're gonna hope not, but car also comes with 0 well, not zero, but no exhaust at all. It has headers. That's about it. No O2, so it runs like shit. We'll get a startup soon. I do believe I was told that these are the M3 style E36 wheels, so we got those. Besides that, the car's, for what it is
Trash.
and what it's gonna be, it's still a BMW. I'm not a fan of BMWs like that. Hopefully this car gives me a little bit more appreciation for them. But yeah.
Break it.
Yeah. There's not much else I can really say. I mean, you got the emblem on the floor already. That's like $150. No, okay. Yeah, we're gonna make Yeah, so this car is definitely gonna be a budget build drift car to start off with. I'm not gonna cheap out on parts, but I'm also not gonna overkill my bank account for parts I don't need to learn how to drift. Like I said, I'm nowhere near good like that yet. I drifted once, and it wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst, but I fell in love with it. Jack, scumbags me into doing stuff all the time, so we bought a drift car. Yeah, this is gonna be one hell of a project. I'm really excited for it. I think today what we're gonna do is we're gonna jack the car up on all fours. We're gonna drain the oil, put new oil in, let it run a little bit, just see how the head gasket really is. If it is a head gasket issue, I should say, because the oil was not looking the best at all. The car also has no dipstick, so we're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna send it, as Jack says, and yeah. So one of the things I realized, and I forgot to tell Jack yesterday, was that we used a dipstick off my Acura to see if there was even oil in it because we drove it to Jack's house. The dipstick on the Acura is very short, and the fact that when we dipped it in, right, it completely covered the dipstick. So I have a weird feeling this car is gonna have way too much oil. I forgot to tell you about that. Cause there's no way the Acura dipstick should reach all the way down at the end of this motor. Could be. I do not want to break this plastic. Oh my god.
Bro, look at that coffee.
That is crazy. Well, I
That
guess
should look like diarrhea.
I guess we're doing a head gasket. 100%.
I don't know what the fuck this guy threw in here. Just gonna have to flush this.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, so that's no bueno, right?
Nah, that shit coffee.
Coffee creamer, no bueno. Yeah, so obviously that's what came out of the motor. It's not supposed to be that color. I mean, there's some. Yeah, it's most likely going to be a head gasket issue. I'm going to hope not still, but you gotta really just face the facts sometimes. We're about to put brand new oil in. We're going to throw in some Rotella so we don't waste the liquid moly. We're not going to run the oil filter because it's going to get ruined anyway. We got to kind of flush the system. So we might fire it up. Hopefully it'll start. And we'll see what happens, I guess. Hopefully, like I said, I didn't know it had a head gasket issue when I bought the car, obviously. But it's not that bad on this car, Jack says. It's you don't even have to pull the motor, but it's just annoying to do. So, but yeah, we're gonna fill it up with fresh oil and then start her up and see what happens, I guess. You wanna do the sparks first? Always clean up your mess. Always clean up your mess. So we just finished pulling the old spark plugs. I mean, they're not the worst. 2 of them had a little bit of fuel on them. I don't know which 2 it was, but they're not the worst. Compared to the oil, this is brand new. But yeah, we're about to throw in the new spark plugs. Look at that. Fresh. We're about to throw these in and then go from there. All right, my battery died, but we changed the spark plugs. We did the oil change. We fixed some vacuum leaks that we found off the rip. And now we're gonna try to start it. We let the battery charge for a little bit. Hopefully it has enough juice. But yeah, moment of truth, I guess. Let's hope this motherfucker got juice. Oh, we got no juice. Oh, we got juice. Did we leave it in gear? I don't even remember. No. All right, moment of truth. Whoa.
A few moments later.
So we got the car to hold idle. We were struggling with it for about 10-15 minutes. I don't know if you can hear me. Crazy angle. Jack got the car to hold idle. We found that under the intake piping, there was a vacuum line that was not connected. So we got it to hold idle right now. I mean, there's still definitely a bunch of vacuum leaks we still have to solve, but for now, it's holding. It wouldn't be a project car if you didn't have to do shit to it, though. Like, you think this is bad? What about that? What about that over there? What about that over there? You know, let's take a walk. Let's take a walk. The only car in Jersey to ever be condemned by the state of New Jersey. Where the... Yeah. You low, though. Where's... Oh, you got rid of the... You got rid of the pistons? You didn't want nobody to know you blew it up?
Somebody took them. Somebody wanted them to put in their car because it was still decently fucked up.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh. That's not bad.
Actually,
So it doesn't look like it mixed.
so that's good.
That's great.
Might just have more overheating. Might be a clog, something clog. And that could have just been it sitting.
Yeah, so I don't remember if I said it, but the car was sitting for 2 years prior. So maybe the oil just had gone bad, but that's really milky for it. But it didn't mix so far, so we're just gonna go with the vibe, like just roll with the punches and see what happens. So, all right, we drained a little bit of the oil from
fuel, but okay.
we drained a little bit of oil from the drain plug. Not milky, dirty as hell, but you know, there's still bound to be that milky ass residue throughout the motor, so that might be what that's from. A lot better, so I guess high hopes. We're just gonna pray. I mean, I knew what I was getting into in a way. It's part of the game. You pay to play. But yeah, we're gonna call it a night because we're starving and we got way more stuff to do. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. You know, it's gonna be, I'm gonna hopefully start a series out of this. We're gonna, you know, from building the car to getting on track, It's gonna be a fun project. I'm excited for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and you know, if you want to support, if you want to show love, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.